we're not supposed to be here. So right now we're getting a little police escort out.
Now there's 2 cops. We got 1 and 2 following behind.
Can we live?
Can we
live, okay? Good day donation!
Calimera donation!
Good day donation! Good day donation. Don't forget to be positive, be happy, and be you.
Today is going to be a very, very busy day, guys. We're going down to Newport to re-rent the Mustang that we rented last week because we have to do some pickup shots for the music video. Going through the edit, there's some shots that I want to reshoot. I want to get some more performance shots. You know, me singing, being like all boy band and Not really, I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to be swag with it. Coming off of yesterday's vlog, I am feeling very positive, guys. I got in the gym today for the 3rd day in a row. Feeling good, blasted the shoulders, feeling swole. I wanna talk with you guys a little bit later on in the vlog of what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling, and some challenges I am facing, so stay tuned for that later on. Honestly, it would be great if we, the donation, can make a difference on YouTube and bring it back to positivity. You know, all the drama that's going on, people are just clinging to that, and it's infuriating because there's a lot of good things happening out there in the world, and everybody's attracted to the bad. Why? With that being said, we can do our part by staying positive, keeping that smile on your face, smashing that like button down below, and subscribing because... Ooh, 1.7 is near! Yeah! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh no, come back, please! Yeah! 1.7! Hey! That is right, guys. The family is growing day in and day out. But as I said, today is a busy day, so I gotta get going. So let's get the day started. But first, she sees me in like gushing blood. Like I'm talking buckets. 1.7 is near! 1.7 is near!
You know what you sounded like, and like everyone can relate? You know when you're watching your snaps over again and you're like trying to type something you're about to post and it just keeps playing, 1.7 is near! And it keeps playing over and over again because you still haven't figured out what you're gonna write before you send it through, and everyone's just like looking at you like, turn the sound off! Because you just keep hearing it over and over and over.
I'm glad to see you're happy we hit 1.7.
1.7 is here!
There you go.
Woo!
Guys, to understand what she's referring to, I had to sit there and do that like 12 times in a row because it was like 1.7 is near, and then we would lose one, so I'd have to do it again. Donation. So as I said in the intro, we are in a mega hurry, but first off, I wanted to thank you for 1.7 million subscribers. Woo! Kylie, how excited are you for that 1.7 mil?
So excited that I'm just eating all my excitement.
We're so close to 2 mil.
Woo! You know what that means? We're almost next to 3 mil, and 4 mil, and 5 mil, and 6 mil, and so on, and so on, and so on.
We're gonna hit it one day. We're gonna hit it one day, but we'll take this one subscriber at a time, guys. Thank you, donation, for hitting that subscribe button and interacting with me on a daily basis. Now, with that all being said, we gotta get going, baby. We're running late. It's 2:29, and it's an hour and 15 minutes away. We gotta be there by 4, but we gotta pick up the Germans on the way. And we've made it to the car, guys, and we are on our way down to Newport Beach. But look at that traffic. Look at that traffic. And after the longest drive ever, like 3 hours, we finally made it back here. And we got the vanilla cream Mustang looking sexy with the red interior, looking like love itself. Matching up with the damn Daniels. Back at it again. All right, guys, here's the current situation right now. We are driving and time is of the essence, but it's a downer right now because... Look at the sky right now. It is overcast, ladies and gentlemen. The problem with this is we shot the rest of the music video in the sun, so it is very difficult to match it up. So it's gonna be a lot of close-ups today. So we just got to this really dope spot. Take a look. That's the view right there. But unfortunately, we're not supposed to be here. So right now, we're getting a little police escort out.
Okay, now there's 2. Yeah, now there's 2 cops. We got 1 and 2 following behind.
And now we have to settle for this, but we got this cool sunset though. But that sunset though. We got Mateus, we got David, we got Kylie over here, we got Carl's Jr. We're in a little bit of a time crunch right now, so I'm just gonna do a little behind the scenes montage right now. I wish the sun was out, but
park, but it didn't really go as planned. The cops, as you guys just saw, kicked us out, and then they legitly followed us to make sure that we weren't gonna come back. And I know he's pretty salty that it's overcast right now, but we gotta make the best of it, and personally, I think it's beautiful.
The view!
So yet again, we get kicked out.
Can we live?
Can we
live, okay?
We're just trying to
shoot.
We're just trying to make Lame's music videos with lots of views. See what I deal with? This makes fun of me.
So we just wrapped up, guys. We're gonna get gas real quick. I'll show you guys how to do that with this 1965 Mustang. So when you fill this car up with gas, you gotta stand like this because the gas thing's in the back, and when it's done, it's gonna squirt out. Retro, baby, 1965 Mustang, you already know. Yep, there's a squirter. Didn't get the shots that we wanted to, but you know what? We gotta be positive about it. We made the most of it. I wish the sun would have poked through a little bit and the cops wouldn't have gotten in the way, but hey, they're just doing their job out here. David, Mateus, I got a question for you. What in the hell is on the front of your car?
Okay, so I switched the insides of 2 different ice creams. One vegan, one not vegan. I invited Judy for ice cream. Switched the insides
like
of
a
the
date?
ice cream. Yeah.
Judy is vegan.
Switched the insides of those 2 containers and then gave it to her, and she freaked out and like put it on here. And,
why would you give a vegan dairy?
You know what the messed up part about it is that me and you just watched a video of some guy pranking his girlfriend about this, but he didn't actually give her real meat. He told her it was real meat, but it was still vegan. You actually gave her a real milkshake.
Things you do for the views, right?
Hey, my boy knows already. Ole, ole. All right, guys, we are back home. We had a really long day trying to get everything done. The weather wasn't on our side, unfortunately, but we did get done what we could. And I wanted to talk a little bit how I'm feeling real quick before I get into our discussion. As I said in the intro, guys, I'm always trying to preach positivity, be positive, be happy, be you. But there's also some times where I dwell on the negative. Sure, I have an amazing apartment. I have an amazing, beautiful girlfriend. I have an amazing life. But recently, I've been focusing on, like, I'm not happy with my body, where it's at, and that's why I've been in the gym. And it's been getting me down in the dumps. But guys, this is a life lesson that we need to focus on the things that we have, not the things that we don't have. You know, I might not have the Johannes six-pack, but I got the Mark Dohner belly, you know what I'm saying? And I gotta appreciate that and be thankful for what I have, guys, and I want you guys to be thankful for what you have.
So I mean, not only to touch up on that, we can always sit here and complain and like talk about what we don't like, but go out and change what you don't like if it is something that you don't like. You just said that you're unhappy with your body, so rather than sitting at home and complaining every day that you don't like your body, you're actually going out and you're making the change.
Yeah, guys, I think it's important to fix what you don't feel is right, but also to be thankful for what you do have. We are thankful for life because I want to bring up a topic of discussion and have like a story time with her about our near-death experiences, the days we almost died in life. And we encourage you guys to share your stories in the comments down below because we've had a few near-death experiences. We're gonna share our craziest ones, and then hopefully we can see some of yours because we are thankful for this life. Do you want to go first?
I guess, ladies first, so maybe you should go first.
No, you go first.
The craziest one I could think about was more than a few years ago. It was probably 5 years ago. Wow. I was snowboarding and I was going down a hill really,
You shredding
really
that
fast.
nar? That
Yeah.
fresh pow pow?
Mind you, I need to throw in that I've played competitive sports my entire life. I've played competitive soccer, competitive volleyball.
Who hasn't?
I've never had to get carried off a field. I've had wind knocked out of me.
So what you're trying to tell us is you're tough.
I'm a very tough cookie, okay? Never cried on the field or anything, so let me just get that out of the way.
But off the field, she cries all the time.
Shut up. So I was going down the mountain really fast, and at the very end of the mountain, there was an L barrel. And I was going down really fast, and for some reason, I didn't think to like brake a little bit. I don't know, my mind was like elsewhere. I was going way too fast. And as I'm going over it, I realized I goes straight up. I slammed in and I hit my elbow into my rib and I like smacked my head. And I've never felt so much pain in my life. And I sat there and I could not get up. I lay there for probably 15 minutes and then finally I was like, I have to get to the bottom. So I got up. As soon as I got to the bottom, because I was like practically already at the bottom, I laid there for like another 20 minutes and I could not move. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm gonna go to like the first aid place. Long story short, I mean, they pretty much told me nothing was wrong with me, but the worst that could happen is that I could puncture, like I could break a rib and puncture a lung. And so I left and I started thinking about it more often. And like my breathing kind of stopped and like I was freaking out just from like thinking about it. So I walked back in. They freaked out. They like got me on the counter. I started like, my whole body started going numb and shaking. I called the ambulance. They came. The ambulance guy took off the breathing mask and started having me breathe with him. And I was perfectly fine. And I was like, what was happening? It literally felt like I was dying. I've never felt it. And he straight up told me, you were having a panic attack. You started thinking that you were dying and that you couldn't breathe. And so your body stopped you from breathing. Like you did this completely 100% to yourself.
Mental game weak!
Moving forward, I have never been so strongly believing that everything is so mental and it's like your mindset.
That's so
And
true,
it
guys,
straight
because
up
your
is.
mind tells you so many things that can play tricks on you. Like this thing right here in this brain is powerful, and that thing can tell you whatever it
It was
wants.
the most insane experience I've ever felt. Like
Insane in the membrane.
Insane in the brain.
Okay, now it's time for me to share my story. Your story was like, it wasn't like you almost got killed. It was like you almost made yourself die.
I was literally, you guys, I'm not even kidding you, I was on the table like shaking uncontrollably.
Panic attack, mental breakdown. My story's a little bit different. So this is a time when I was a youngin' and I was always climbing on things, messing around, being a rebellious kid, breaking things, and just getting myself into situations where I get hurt.
Pretty much nothing has changed.
My brother owned a landscaping company and he had a mower, and then there was this attachment called an aerator, the thing that pokes holes in the ground and makes the little poop chunks. So he had one of those things, and I was standing on the back of it in my garage, messing around with my boy, my next door neighbor, and I was just climbing on it and it was caught into this thing, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm balancing on it, whatever. I end up standing on the one side where the aerator things are, and it flips up, hits me in the head. No, it's not funny. Smacks me in the head, I go, ah, ah. Pull my hands down, covered in blood, like gushing, huge gash in my head. I look to my boy Pierce. He starts running. Away.
Like he had
just
wanted,
leave.
Like he wanted nothing
like
part of it.
He saw blood and he just starts running away.
No, Mark.
Exactly. I'm like, bro, go inside and get my parents. He's like, F that shit out, runs home. He thought he caused like a murder. Yeah. He's like, I ain't going down for this. I wasn't there. Swearing and all this stuff, like, screaming in my garage. Meanwhile, my parents, no one hears me. My only witness runs away. And then eventually, like a minute or two later, my mom comes out and she sees me in like gushing blood. Like, I'm talking buckets. To the point where I was like about to faint. Yep. Mom, you remember this. I know you do. You probably remember it better than me because I was just a youngin'. And then, long story short, I pulled through. I got stitches in my head. That was good. I think the cool part about that story was like my neighbor just running away. He just left me there to die.
Shout out to you, Pierce.
What if I bled out, bro? What if I bled out? And then also, guys, the recent story you guys know where the guy like tried to rob me at knife point in the subway, but that's
so
too
funny
recent.
because no one believed you and I believed you.
Right, I called my mom, she's like, haha, this is for the vlog.
Am I the only one that legitimately
Yeah, only
believed
one.
you?
Yeah, everybody else was like, you're lying for the vlog.
I believed you, babe. When times were
Thanks,
rough,
babe.
I believed you. That was a wet one.
Anyway, story time is over. That's gonna do it for today's vlog, guys. Make sure you guys share your stories down below. Your near-death experiences. Obviously, ours weren't that crazy. I'm sure you guys have some freaking crazy stories. I can't wait to read them down there. Remember to be thankful and appreciative for the things that you have, guys. Be positive, be happy, be you. Hope you guys enjoyed the behind the scenes of today's vlog. We'll be back at it tomorrow with a regular scheduled vlog. Shout out to the entire donation for watching, especially my girl, Sydney. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow with a brand new vlog. So until then, say it with me one time. Deuces!